Hey everybody, my name is Phillip Shepard. I'm a local real estate agent located right here in Northwest Arkansas. And today we're talking about Rogers is exploding with business and growth and all the cool things. So we need to talk about that. So let's talk about that. But before we begin, if you could like and share this video with a friend or family, that would make the world of difference. I try to produce as much content as humanly possible about Northwest Arkansas. So liking and also sharing just make sure that everyone can live, work, and play all in NWA. So thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. Also, if you haven't been down to Northwest Arkansas quite yet, I made something called the NWA Starter Pack. Sounds exactly what it is. It's literally a starter pack full of all the cool things Northwest Arkansas. So maybe you want to know about the hospitals. Maybe you want to know about the schools. Maybe you want to know about what's going on in downtown Fayetteville. What's going on in downtown Bentonville. All the cool things happening here. Literally, it's a starter pack full of all cool things Northwest Arkansas. Literally, package shipped right to your home. So enter your name, address, where can I ship this package to? Just let me know the address and I'll get it to you right away. Also, side note, it does come with your first free mountain bike, so that's pretty cool in my opinion, but I'm also a little biased. And. It is my favorite 4-letter F word. Free! So enter your information below and make sure that I get the package shipped to you right away. All right, so today we're diving into the big developments happening in Rogers. Another one just got announced minutes ago, literally a couple hours ago. So we're gonna talk about that at the tail end. So we need to talk about the big developments happening in Pinnacle Rogers because that area is doing real fine, real nice. And the first one we need to talk about is the Pinnacle Hills Shopping Center being developed in Pinnacle Hills in Rogers. So obviously it kind of became bigger news because Whole Foods is making another placement in Northwest Arkansas. So obviously when another grocer decides to plant a footprint in the headquarters area of Walmart, usually becomes kind of big news. But obviously more news has come out since then. We knew that obviously Whole Foods is going there, but not only is it going to just be a Whole Foods, it's a whole shopping center. We're talking almost $500 million of development happening right in this little section right there. Housing, apartments, different style of housing when it comes to obviously remote working and pools, different styles of living. But on top of that, the cool thing is that it's going to be that real style of like coffee shops, other restaurants, other cool things. And I'll have a whole video of what they're releasing here pretty shortly because they've talked about a little bit about what's going on in there. But just know that there's really interesting brands moving to the area. Now, some of these will be localized brands. Some of them will be franchises moving in. Either way, this will be a massive area. So a lot of times when I talk to clients coming to the area, obviously Bentonville is a hot topic because people love Bentonville for obvious reasons. Fayetteville, everyone loves Fayetteville. Bella Vista, of course. But a lot of the shopping, the cool shopping experiences are heading towards Rogers. And the best thing about Northwest Arkansas is the fact that it's so easy to get to. I cannot stress enough that when I lived in Chicagoland area, it's like if I wanted to go somewhere, it would take, it's like, do I want to spend an hour? The answer is no, I don't want to spend an hour driving, it's stupid. But here in Northwest Arkansas, so easy, so fun. Going to Topgolf, going to the Walmart Amphitheater to see all the cool bands that are coming. That area is growing exponentially, and one of the cool things they're adding there is Whole Foods, which we know about, and that huge Pinnacle, that Hills Shopping Center. And again, my dream one day is to live in an apartment above a pizza place. I don't think this dream will come true in this place, but one day, I hope so, I hope so. And number 2 is Pinnacle Village, once again located in Pinnacle Hills area. So Pinnacle Village is going to be designated for all office use space and just like co-working space and just obviously office space. Over 1 million square footage of actual commercial industrial space will be leveraged right here in this area. But the cool thing about this is not only is it a first for the area because of like just the massive amount, the sheer amount of space for it, is the fact that it's right next to the trail system. Again, going back to Northwest Arkansas mission of like, they really want everyone to be able to use alternative sources of transportation, biking, hiking, walking, one-wheels, motorized stuff on the trail systems along all Northwest Arkansas to get to work. And this is just an additional to it because a lot of the commercial spaces are ended up being close to the Razorback Pathway, Razorback Greenway, because that's the point of all this. That was a side note. Back to the main topic is that Pinnacle Village is the first because they're actually doing some specialized, more unique style and newly designed ways of building stuff. They're using a lot more, and I don't want to get too specific, I'll let you read the articles linked below, but they're going to reduce the cost of the whole thing by 35%, which is cool because obviously as we build new buildings around here, if there are new technologies to be used in the actual design aspect, let's use them, especially if it reduces the footprint on the world and the earth, and on top of that, it uses less resources, it saves money. It's a no-brainer. So one of the cool things with all this is that it's going to allow more businesses to move to the area because we have commercial space, we have industry space, we have industrial stuff. There will be so much space that's coming into Rogers area in about like a year or less-ish. That's gonna be all fully developed. It's currently being developed right now. Actually, they broke ground last year and they'll finish up sometime this year, maybe early next. So it is well on the process. It's cool to see the development happen as we speak, and it'll be a great addition to the Pinnacle. Again, just more businesses, more everything moving into the area. Whoa, before we jump on to the next point, I have something brand new called Instant Home Updates. So maybe you're looking to move down to the area and you're using things like Realtor.com, Zillow.com, Redfin to like look for homes. Way too slow. Notifications, Way too slow. That's why I made something called Instant Home Updates. Sounds exactly what it is, literally instant home updates. Because you're missing notifications all the time. They're terrible slow. So enter your information below: name, email, square footage, bedrooms, bathrooms. Where do you want to move to in Northwest Arkansas? Enter all that information below and make sure you don't miss a single notification when it comes for homes for sale or for rent, all in Northwest Arkansas. Also, every single Friday, I send an email out just kind of talking about all the cool things Northwest Arkansas. What's going on in downtown Bentonville? What's going on in downtown Fayetteville? What's going on in the amphitheater? What new businesses are moving here? What new things are going on at Pinnacle Hills? Obviously, you need to know that. Big deals. Anyways, I package all this stuff and put it in a nice email every single Friday. So if you want to keep updated with all the cool things in Northwest Arkansas, enter your email below. I'll make sure you get that email every single Friday. Side note, you will get a little fear of missing out, a little FOMO, so to speak. But I promise you'll be the most informed person eventually when you make your way down to Northwest Arkansas. And the third one we need to talk about is called The District. The District. So that's also located in Pinnacle as well, as obviously fully aware. There are obviously developments in the other downtown section of Rogers specifically, but we're talking about Pinnacle today. But long story short, this next one is called The District, and it's probably the biggest span of area that they're developing in Rogers, currently being developed. It is going to be a perfect mixture of housing, leasing space, businesses, coffee shop, pizza places, pools. It is like your ideal situation if you want that kind of lifestyle of being in a area where you work nearby, you bike nearby, you live near the highway for easy access to everything. You have the Walmart amphitheater, you have restaurants, you have Topgolf, you have golf courses right on the corner, you have axe throwing, you have all the amenities you want. This is going to be that perfect lifestyle of all those different things. Just like Bentonville. Bentonville, you live downtown Bentonville, you have biking, you have all the downtown things to do, you have all the events, you have obviously the trail system, you have the hiking trails, you have the art, you have the culture. Rogers is doing just like that, but in Pinnacle. Super cool. So obviously, District is coming along very well. It's being built. It'll be ready next year, I believe. So obviously pre-leasing is already happening. It's going to be almost 400 square feet of office space, plenty of housing for people, pools, the whole thing. So it is going to be that very fun lifestyle of living around amenities, walking out your door to a coffee shop, grabbing a slice of pizza, and then obviously the whole thing. So living right around there is gonna be a lot of fun, and I'm excited to see the district being built. And the last one we need to talk about big developments happening in Pinnacle Hill Rogers is called the Trailhead. This just got platted a couple days ago in Rogers. Obviously I found out about it, but the cool thing is that it's gonna be the biggest one of them all. The biggest of them all. 51 acres, multi-use area, office space, obviously multi-family, regular housing, pools, parks, the whole thing. So it's going to be that area right around south of the district in Pinnacle Hills, just south of there. So it's going to be continuation. Obviously, as Pinnacle Hills grows, it'll grow out from there, and this is the next logical step. It'll actually be equal distance from the next, obviously, intersection of 49, the whole thing. Long story short, there's not many details released yet, but what we do know is that obviously it's platted, development's happening, grading is currently happening as the video is being recorded. I know development will happen pretty shortly, but the next stage is going to be that's going to be the next big development in Pinnacle Hills. It's going to be more office space, of course, because so many businesses are moving here, which means jobs, of course. So many people are moving here, so different styles of housing, because not everyone necessarily wants a single family home. So different styles of housing, mixed use housing, multifamily housing, pools, that kind of lifestyle. Super cool, super interesting to see this being developed. The developers are from Texas, and they said in the article that it's this is the hot spot. This is where it's at. So they want to put all their chips, a lot of their chips in Northwest Arkansas, specifically Pinnacle Hills, and it's always cool to see developers that have done other projects in the area continue to invest more money into the area because they see what's happening here, and it just makes logical sense because it's where else are you gonna move to in America that's as awesome as this? All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Again, if you are thinking about coming down to Northwest Arkansas, download my 3-day itinerary link below. Maybe you're a venturer, maybe you're a sports person, maybe you're a foodie, maybe you're sightseer, maybe you have kids, whatever it is. There's a 3-day itinerary link down below for you. So go ahead and download it, use it when you get down here. Also, when you do come down here, I can give you the $10 tour so I can kind of show you around the whole area. Plus, we can check out some homes for sale or for rent and see how far your dollar will go in Northwest Arkansas compared to where you're coming from. All right, guys, we'll see you next one.